God said no. I can feel it. Bum, 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 bum.
You son of a... God, what are you doing?
At last, vengeance is mine. Aha! Caught you, you little shit.
Damn it, God, I almost had it.
Jeffrey, if I wanted these diseases cured, I wouldn't have intelligently designed them in the first place.
You just ruined years of research.
So what? We've got bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Oh, really? Like what?
Big problem. It's
What about him? What happened?
I don't like his face.
You broke down my door. Destroyed years of research.
I'll save the lecture already. It's not just his face. I mean, I just don't like the guy.
Well, what's wrong with him?
He's wicked. Maybe we should kill him.
God, there was a time when you felt that everyone on Earth was wicked, remember?
Yeah? So?
Remember how you wiped them all out in that flood? You set up that big convoluted plan with animals on a boat, that utter logistical nightmare that required miracle after miracle just to even be able to work?
Yeah, get on with it. What about it?
Well, did it work? Did it solve your problem?
Well, no, I guess not.
No, it didn't solve your problem. There's still wicked people walking around, pissing you off.
So get to the point already. What should I do about it?
Obviously, killing them doesn't work. It doesn't solve the problem. I think you should go down there and reveal yourself to Show the light. Show him the way. Reveal the true nature and beauty of the universe. Enlighten him. Show him how his wicked ways affects others. Let him experience their perspective, and then show him a better path, a righteous path, and let him experience how that path positively affects others. Allow him to transform his own wicked ways into a path that will not only do good, but encourage others to do good as well.
You know what, Jeffrey? Your words have moved me. Come on, let's go pay her a visit.
Behold, it is the Lord your God.
Yes, my child, I have come. Whoops! Sorry about that.
Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe!
It just slipped.
You'll never learn, will you?
Of course I won't. I already know everything, so it's impossible for me to learn anything.
3, 4, breathe! For an omnipotent being, there sure are an awful lot of things you can't do. 1, 2...
Oh well, at least I won't have to look at face anymore.
Breathe! Yeah, I guess this is what happens when your name is spelled E-R.
Oh my me! You actually told a decent joke for once.
Really?
No. That's actually super offensive, Jeffrey.
But you're the one who killed him.
Yeah, at least I didn't joke about it.
But I was...
Do I need to shadow ban you?
No.
Do I need to take away your advertising money?
No.
Then stop having the wrong opinions about shit. It's not that hard, Jeffrey.
Onan, God was displeased with thy brother, so the Lord put him to death. Go now and screw thy dead brother's wife, so thy brother will still have offspring to carry on his name in this world. Can thou do that, boy?
Jeffrey, we got another problem.
What now?
Follow me.
What is this place?
This is where widow Tamar lives.
What are we doing here?
Judah's other son, Onan, was supposed to fuck his dead brother's wife, Tamar, to continue his brother's line.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
It's not supposed to make sense, Jeffrey. It's tradition. If a widow is childless, then the brother-in-law is supposed to provide her with children, and those children are to be considered her dead husband's children.
Ew. So, has Onan been fucking her?
Yeah?
So what's the problem?
He doesn't want to impregnate her because they won't be his kids. They'll be considered his brother's kids.
But that's just cultural bullshit. Genetically, they'll be his kids through and through.
Look, Jeffrey, all I know is that it's Onan's job to impregnate his dead brother's wife, and the way they're having sex, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, God. Do I really want to know?
Yeah, he's been pulling out and splooging on the floor.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Never has there been a time I've been more grateful to have wings. Alright, let's go see Onan and tell him how important his brother's line will be, that it will eventually lead to Jesus Christ. I mean, sure, they'll be considered his brother's kids, but genetically they'll be his and Tamar's. Not only that, but he can raise them and have a huge positive impact on their lives. Let's show him how he could be positively immortalized in Jesus' genealogy. Let's teach Onan the joys of helping his brother's widow to raise children who could be a positive influence on the world.
Well, that's that.
God, be straight with me. Why are you really killing off Judah's kids?
Because their mother is a Canaanite.
So what?
I'll be damned if my son is birthed from a line tainted with Canaanite blood.
Oh, I see. So the creator of the universe is just a garden variety bigot who cares about stupid cultural bullshit, almost as if he was invented by the culture he supposedly prefers. Curious.
Tamar, hast thou heard? Thy father-in-law Judah is on his way to Tinma to shear sheep.
Hey there, handsome.
Ah, what have we here? Art thou perchance a boner taker?
Yes, total stranger. I am a random prostitute. We are not related in any way, shape, or form.
Very good. Come now, allow me to impale thy depravity cavity with my flesh sword.
But what wilt thy pay me to be thy flesh sword's sheath?
I'll send thee a goat from my flock. Come now, my Cyclops yearns to wander about your swampy nether region.
One goat to pay the whole toll? 'Tis a deal. But I shall need some collateral until the animal is sent to me.
Collateral? Really? Like what?
Thy seal, cord, and staff will do just fine.
Fine, here thy go. Now can my swagger dagger finally pierce thy soft-shelled tuna taco?
Yes. Now you may play thy skin flute at my Vaj Mahal.
Great. So you won't allow Jesus to come from a line with a half Canaanite, but you will allow him to come from a quasi-incestuous tricky hooker fuck for a goat. So pure.
Hey yo, excuse me. Any of yous guys seen the hooker that works this street? My friend Judah sent me with this here goat to pay her for sexy time.
They must be joking.
No hooker works here.
Especially not one who works for animals.
Not after that incident at the Dickin' for Chicken Festival.
Hey yo, here's thy goat back. I can't find the broad. Besides, they say there ain't any hookers around there. Oh well, we tried to pay her. Guess I'll just have to keep this goat handy for a handy. Hey, yo, Judah, hast thou heard? Thy daughter-in-law hath been found guilty of prostitution, and now she's knocked up. That whore.
Wait a minute, how did anyone find out she was turning tricks? She was wearing a veil the whole time. Unless, that is, she was caught hooking with other people besides Judah, which calls into question much of Jesus' lineage. Are you sure it's a good idea to have Jesus' 35th great-grandmother running around turning tricks?
Bring that whore out here and have her burned to death.
Big, righteous man wants to burn people. This is the same motherfucker.
Daughterfucker.
Sorry, this is the same daughterfucker who uses goats to pay for sex with random hookers on the road.
I am pregnant by the man who owns this staff and this seal.
It's possible, but like I said, if she was caught hooking, surely Judith would question the legitimacy of her claim.
Never mind, it's cool. Stay thy torches and pitchforks. She is actually more righteous than I. Thou see, I did not give her to my third son as I promised, for God tends to butcher her husbands.
Psst, whatever.
So she hath every right to trick me into having sex with her, as in fact that is the most moral and obvious course of action.
And then, after the floor splooging and hooker sex for goats, Tamar gave birth to twin baby boys. And that is the story of how your 34th great-grandfather was born. The end.
Ah, he always looks so peaceful when you read him Bible stories about splooge.
Hey everyone, thank you to my subscribers for helping my channel grow over the years. You've meant the world to me, but it's becoming more difficult to survive on YouTube in this day and age. What worked in the past isn't going to work in the future. I'm not going to let that change who I am and what I want to say though. So, out of the 600,000 or so subscribers that I have, about 900 of you are keeping the channel alive through Patreon, which is what exists for me now, where the advertisers once were. Otherwise, I simply wouldn't be able to spare the time necessary to animate. Patrons are much easier to manage than 600,000 subscribers, so I'm able to read all of my patrons' messages and comments and thus more easily consider their compliments, suggestions, and criticisms, many of which have helped me. They get access to things like scripts I'm working on, early renders of animations in the works, sometimes sneak peeks of animations, and of course a space in the credits for anyone at or above the $2 level. So if you like what I do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/darkmatter2525. Thank you so much.